you doing, everybody? I'm here at Sideways Sports Bar. We just had a big meet and greet today where I ran into JR from JR VISA. So I figured I'd have him here on the channel to talk a little bit. And what's your latest updates on visas coming in?
Okay. Morgan, thank you for having me here. One of the biggest updates that we can actually take a look at into right now is the resumption of the face-to-face interview with the Bureau of Immigration. Forming part of, especially on the spousal visa to be specific, because that is clearly stipulated on the official advisory.
Now, when they did mine, they had me do it in your office here.
Yes.
Because they originally wanted me to go up at the Cebu to do it,
Correct.
but at the time I was able to do it just here with your people rather than now you have to do it to an officer,
Yes.
Philippine
Immigration.
officer.
Correct.
Okay.
Because before, it was substituted with a questionnaire. So one page questionnaire comes with the front and back, in which the front will be filled out with the foreigner and the back side will be for the wife. So
okay.
that is in lieu.
That's for a spousal visa.
Yeah, spousal visa.
I had the military.
Okay. So for those subscribers of yours who might be taking a look at that, because that's a very important update that they need to take a look at into, because that was mandated to be effective 13th of November 2023.
Oh,
I think
so
that's
it's
2
like
days ago.
Tomorrow. Today?
2 days ago.
Oh.
Because today is the 15th of November.
Oh, is it? Oh, this is my year then. This is when I flew out of LA. It was the 15th.
Yeah.
I believe I got here on the 16th.
Yeah,
At
so
time to get here.
That's very important because there may be subscribers of yours who have actually like started their visa application, and they need to understand that there might be called for the Bureau of Immigration that hey, you need to appear in the Bureau of Immigration and you'll be conducted with the interview. Then don't be surprised for it because this video might help you a lot.
Okay. How long is the process now of getting that?
The 13A in terms of the completion of that particular visa application will take 4 to 6 months.
4 to 6 months.
Yeah.
And that 13A is the military or the spousal?
That's the spousal.
That's the spousal.
Yes.
And for the military, is it the same?
I think for the military, you're referring to the retirement visa.
Yeah.
The retirement visa will be processed faster. That will be 45 to 60 days, depending
it seems
on.
like it was pretty quick with mine.
Yeah.
I started the process in the U.S., but I didn't do very much. You kept firing people, or they kept quitting. I don't remember which. I had I think 3 or 4 different people that I'm emailing, and suddenly they stopped responding. And I'm like, what's going on here? And then I'd get somebody else eventually, and then they stopped responding, and then I was like, what's the hell?
Yeah, you know what the context of that is? We are a Filipino-based firm, and we are actually our clients are actually foreigners. That is where the hard part is because they really need to understand the big difference between the foreign culture and the Filipino culture. So we have actually adhered to a very strict standards in how we handle foreigners because we do have different cultures along the way.
Oh.
Very big different, totally opposite.
Well, I think mostly when I was running in, nobody was answering the email. It wasn't like they didn't get shuffled off to the next guy. They were just ignored.
Yeah.
And I'm like I'm scratching my head trying, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, we have experienced that, to be honest. However, it was already addressed, and we have actually improved the process.
Okay, I know it got done.
Yeah.
It got done. It was like I had to do a little bit more due diligence and like contact you again and go, what's going on?
Especially
it
last
just was
year.
weird because it happened like 3 times in a row.
So that's actually the context of the spousal visa and the retirement visa because the retirement visa is a special visa. The spousal visa is a visa that is issued directly from the Bureau of Immigration, which is one of the most common visas right now being availed with our foreign friends coming over to the Philippines because they found their loved one here. Upon their relocation here, they actually decided to get married again, and that's why they opted to have that route for the spousal visa.
Here, about the spousal deal. Now, one of the things that I have heard, I don't know if it's true, is that the wife basically has the right with the spousal visa to just tear it up if she gets pissed off at it. Is that true?
I would like to expound more on a supplemental question on what is that particular right per se.
Oh, okay. So what basic
What particular right are you referring to?
Well, I've just heard that if the woman has basically, or the guy, if it's has the control of that visa. If they wanted you to lose your visa, they could just tear it up.
Okay.
Now, it doesn't, as far as I know, it doesn't stop you from going and getting a vacation visa. So they can really not send you out of the country. But I have heard that they are basically in control of.
It is a good question because our foreign friends who are relocating here in the Philippines would actually need to really understand what is a spousal visa. A spousal visa is a special privilege being given to a foreigner by virtue of marriage. So once the marriage will be shaky or they have a physical separation, then it is actually forming part of the rules and regulation of the Bureau of Immigration to downgrade the spousal visa back to tourists. If they separate
okay.
it,
So it's downgraded.
Downgraded.
And it's only if there's a separation.
Yes.
You don't have the right to just tear it up and say, get out of my house. Okay.
because that might be another story then.
Here's a good question. No, I've never heard anybody ask. Is your gay marriage in the Philippines?
It is not yet recognized as of this
Okay.
point.
I was going to ask if there's a visa purpose for a spousal visa for a gay couple. I don't know. There you go. No gay visas.
Yeah,
Just
for
travel
now.
visa. For now.
Uh-huh.
You know, everything
Because
changes.
it could be like a good point of consideration to any foreigner who would like to relocate and live in the Philippines. Even if they're married, they can actually opt to another visa options along the way.
Yeah.
One would be the retirement visa. If they have served the U.S. military, they will actually have the privilege to have a lower visa deposit because that will be now an independent visa, meaning that is not related to your marriage.
No.
Whatever marriages you have, if it's shaky or not, then you have you still have the permanent residency status. But when you have the spousal visa, remember that on the spousal visa, your wife is your petitioner.
Your wife is the what?
Petitioner. of the
Petitioner.
visa. There are
Petitioner.
two parties involved, the petitioner and the applicant.
I
The
got it.
applicant is the foreigner.
She's asking for the visa, but you're the applicant.
Yes. So it is.
But I do like my military visa because it's got nothing to do with anything. Although I wouldn't worry about it even in a second if my wife would say, "Get out of my house." You're the best woman I've ever known. I can't even imagine.
Of course, I have known a lot of foreigners who actually get into marriage and they're happy couple.
Yeah.
I also know few where actually like they're being shattered.
Yeah, I have heard.
Oh,
Speaking of shattered,
it has shattered.
I don't know if you can hear that, a big thunderclap. The rain's been coming and going. It was pouring like crazy just a few minutes ago. Most of the people bailed out of the restaurant here a couple hours ago. I've been waiting around for him to come back because he had to go out and look at stuff. What other question? Animal question. I did ask you, and you said you don't do it currently, but do you have, for people bringing their pets, do you have any people that you know that are involved in getting the paperwork? Mostly it's that entry permit that's very difficult to get, or very difficult to figure out what to do with it. Do you have any expectations of either getting into that a little bit, or at least setting up for somebody else who can do it through your company?
I think that's a really good point of view that we're gonna take a look at right now because basically we are focusing right now on what are our foreign clients need here in the Philippines. What are those? The visa, the real estate and stuff, which is forming part of my profession. And talking about that animal, bringing your dog, for example, coming here, then I know a successful story where he was able to bring his dog in the Philippines. But here in the Philippines, you just need to really figure out what will be the necessary requirements of what we have discussed earlier. Fill out properly, and the other one's going to send it back to
The
you.
one that ran me ragged and I gave up on was the entry permit. And as far as I know, there's just two pieces of documentation: the entry permit and the test by a USDA registered vet in the U.S. It's not hard to you look up USDA vet and you can find that, and then they check out the dog, and that's the one that I believe has like a 60-day. I'm not sure how many. It's a short window before flight. The entry permit, every time I filled it out, it rejected it. Wouldn't tell me what it didn't like. So go back and fix it. It creates a second document. Won't tell you what's wrong with that one. I had 20 documents by the time I was done. Tried to delete them all, and then they all came back anyway. And at that point, I finally gave up. I had to give my dog away. He was killed 2 days later by the people I gave him to. Never going to get over that one.
So yeah, we'll be taking a look at it on the perspective in the next few years, or probably as soon as we can. because we need really to know the guidelines right now, because as far as you know, it's not only one government agency. There's a lot of factors that will be affecting on that bringing your dog here. As far as I can remember, that particular person who actually bring their dog had entered Manila. Okay, I think there's
Really
something to do with the
thundery
dog.
now.
So they have entered in Manila, but unfortunately they cannot fly out with the airline from Manila going to their destination outside Manila, and they need to take a boat.
Yeah,
Because
I've
probably
heard that
those are
there's issue
restrictions
from
there.
one airport to the next.
Yes.
Paperwork, but I never got that far.
But we'll take a look at it.
I went and bought that carry. Mine was small enough, under 15 pounds. You can take them on the airplane. I bought a body bag, which I ship here. And luckily, I have another little dog that I have used it for. So it is able to get small dogs here if you got little dogs, big dogs. I've seen Rottweilers and German Shepherds and Huskies and everything under stuff. And a lot of mixed up. What I would call in America a purebred puppy, but they're just everywhere. And it's not hard to get a dog here. Cats the same. There's tons of cats. So you don't necessarily have to bring one, but if you don't have the paperwork, find a home. If you can't get it figured out, just find a home.
Yeah.
You do better than me.
We'll
Really
take a look
next
at it
person.
as well. If
Yeah,
we
well-
have something, and probably we can actually share it with you.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you'll be able to get something going where you can help the people out with that, because there's people that really want to bring a dog or a cat or salamander. I don't know. Maybe bring a pet fish. I don't know. There's fish tanks here. There's places you can buy fish tanks and all the fish and all that good stuff. There's a couple of them I run across in Timothy so far. I could do videos of them, but they're so bloody tiny. It would be like a 30-second video. It's not like the U.S. when you go in a pet shop and you can spend 15, 20 minutes in there. Here it's like you walk in, you've already finished. 2, 3 steps, done.
I want this, I want that, and everything is out.
Yeah, and you hope that they got, a bunch of fish tanks and whatever the hell they sell and everything. You see pet shop here, it's not a pet shop like the U.S. where there's actual pets, it's pet stuff. And I've never seen a place selling dogs or cats or whatever. You just find people who are selling them or giving them away. Or you find a puppy on the side of the road because nobody takes care of the bloody thing. So you pick it up, take it off. Which I have run across puppies that seem to have just been abandoned on an intersection that I picked up and carried up to a little town area and left them in the middle of the town so maybe they'd get a home. But I don't know if they ever did. But anyway, that's about 10 minutes in. We got a decent video. Actually,
Yeah, so,
Woody. Yeah, and good meeting you. And
Yeah,
I hope to
likewise,
see
Mike.
you again.
yeah,
And
we'll be seeing you at China.
that'll do it. JR from JRC VISA. I'm Morgan.
Thank you so
Have a
much.
good day, everybody.
We'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah, oh yeah, come on. Get on the bloody plane. Remember Wilson's waiting on you. Have a
Take
good
care,
one,
guys.
everyone.
Bye-bye.